coming up on Pocono Mountains Magazine. The big milestone at this Pocono ski resort. A first look at the newest addition from one of the region's premier hospitality groups. Indoor fun at the Speedway this winter. And a tree farm adventure with Bri Dee.
Plus, shop till you drop. Some of the best spots to grab gifts for the holidays or any time of the year. Exploring nature. The special place open to the public for hiking and bird watching. And another Chefs of the Poconos at the Lodge at Woodloch.
Hello everyone, welcome to the December episode of Pocono Mountains Magazine. The mountains are about to be covered in snow.
Yes, they are, Brianna. All 6 ski resorts in the Pocono Mountains have great snowmaking technology, including right here at Camelback Resort. And they've got crews working around the clock to make snow for skiing, snow tubing, and snowboarding.
And one of those ski resorts is celebrating a milestone, a half-century of Shawnee. For half a century, Shawnee Mountain Ski Resort has been the place where families, friends, and ski enthusiasts have come to enjoy the slopes. This year, they're celebrating their 50th anniversary, honoring the history, the community, and the love of the sports that have kept guests coming back season after season. For 50 years, these weeks before opening day have marked the beginning of a yearly tradition. Soon these mountains will come alive again, just as they have for generations.
Day one, we started without a lodge, even at the summit. It was an upside-down ski area. The lodge was at the summit. You skied down the mountain, and then you found your way back up. We opened in December of '75, but the lodge wasn't completed, so we had a Jeep station wagon that we offered free donuts and hot chocolate to anybody who skied. We charged $2, I believe, for a rental ski back then, and they were given out of the back of a U-Haul trailer. So at that time, we had really just 4 trails and 2 chairlifts. Today, you look at the amount of trails, and the acreage is more important because we've gone from that small operation with a lodge that's about 7,000 square feet to 55,000 square feet of lodges. The number of lifts changed rapidly, but we're running at about 11 lifts.
As a family-run operation, Nick, Rachel, and Josh get to see and enjoy daily what the guest experience is like when thousands of people come to the mountain each year.
It's really fun to see the generations of people coming across the bridge. So there's kids that I skied with or snowboarded with as a kid, and now their kids are coming, and it's always the first question, hey, my kid wants to come ski and ride. How do I start them? We want to come to your mountain.
We have people that started here as employees that then moved on, and then their younger siblings or their children have come back, or they've retired from a corporate world, and now they're in their retirement back and working for us. And it's really neat to see that family dynamic too. And that's what makes all of this a family outside of just our own.
As a family, they don't just work side by side. They've also shared years of memories on this mountain with some amazing photos to look back on.
So the one picture is of me and Dad and my mom and my sister getting off, I think, what would have been B-lift in the 80s. So just the 4 of us skiing. I mean, I literally grew up at this mountain. I think they started me skiing when I was 2 years old, and my sister was around 2 years old. So there's some fun 80s pictures out there of us in our jeans and Carhartts.
I asked them what they feel truly sets Shawnee apart from the other ski resorts in the region.
You know, we're not just making the decisions behind the scene. Like, if anybody has something, chances are they're gonna see one of the 3 of us walking around, reading them even, or a lot of times somebody's like, hey, who's that guy who's always walking around? Like, no one knows who he is, but they see him, and I think that really makes us stand out. I mean, it says a lot about us, right? If you've been coming here for 50 years, it means a lot to us, and the fact that those are the people that our guests want to hear from. We could tell them till we're blue in the face, we're amazing, come see us, but you know, that person who said, I've been here since the beginning and I'm a season pass holder every year, and I tell my friends and my friends' friends, and I bring my kids and my grandkids, that is really special.
Eileen, a season pass holder, has been part of this mountain family since the early days, renewing her pass year after year.
We went on a skiing trip, and my sons, they love skiing. They took a lesson and did well. My husband did well too. Well, I couldn't stand on the skis. So then when we came back home in Pennsylvania, I said, let's go to Shawnee because I thought it's a great place to have for a family. And I like winter. So I came here and voila, I took a first lesson and I did fairly okay. There was an adult program that just formed. So I joined the adult program. So it was back in the 80s and the instructors never gave up on me.
Over the years, Eileen and her family have enjoyed some great memories here and are excited to celebrate such a huge milestone.
I remember the 25th anniversary and they had the fireworks and the little ones from Skiwee have grown up. We watched them grow. They became family. And just to see that interaction with all the instructors and friends, this is a big event for a small mountain, a family mountain, and to celebrate 50 years. There's so much history in it.
Thanks for choosing us, right? I mean, there's a lot of options and we don't take it lightly that they decided to come here, and it means a lot to us and we appreciate it, and we don't take it lightly that they decided to spend their day with us.
From its first chairlift to today's busy slopes, Shawnee Mountain continues to be a winter destination for all ages. Here's to 50 years of snow, adventure, and memories. I'm Deanna Fontanez with the Pocono Television Network.
These are great gifts. They keep kids busy, and you decor galore. Join us as we shop till we drop for the holidays, where you can pick out those perfect gifts for those on your list this season. Coming up on Pocono Mountains Magazine.
A brand new tavern is shaking things up in the Poconos. Coming up on Pocono Mountains Magazine. More great stories still ahead, but first, some Poconotables from across the region. Community leaders announced the return of several beloved holiday traditions in downtown Stroudsburg, including the life-size snowman of Stroudsburg gracing the streets through February 28th. And don't forget to check out the big tree in Courthouse Square while visiting Stroudsburg's small businesses for all your gift-giving needs.
Everybody needs a time away. Everybody needs a chance to relax outside of their home, and this gives them that opportunity to relax among some peers, create some friendships with people they might meet, share some stories.
WNEP TV was there as the Settlers Inn in Hawley hosted a fireside chat with veterans and even gave vets a free stay for Veterans Day. Approximately 200 guest rooms were provided at no cost across several locations in and around the Poconos.
All aboard, a new attraction has hit the streets for a limited time. Stories of Lansford, a history trolley tour, features 2 extended museum stops, historic points of interest, a catered lunch, and live entertainment from a vintage-inspired trolley. The narrated 4-hour journey continues December 13th and 20th, starting and ending at the No. 9 Coal Mine and Museum in Lansford. Book your spot at PoconoMountains.com.
Drop Shots Pickleball in White Mills hosted a food drive tournament just before the Thanksgiving holiday. Nearly 50 players turned out with food for the local food pantry in Wayne County.
This is one of the only new cities I'm going to on this tour, so I'm excited to check out a new place.
WNEP TV interviewed rapper Young Gravy ahead of his recent concert at the Sherman Theater in downtown Stroudsburg. He even patronized Main Street Jukebox before the show. Check out upcoming concerts and events at ShermanTheater.com.
Skytop Lodge's new pool is now complete. The indoor pool was completely redone this year. Next up is the outdoor bar and pool area, coming in 2026.
The Pocono Beverage Trail, your personal guide to the best breweries, wineries, and distilleries in the Pocono Mountains.
Like award-winning Three Hammers Winery.
Our mobile passport crafts your individual journey. Discover a new location each time you visit, with seasonal varieties to choose from.
Like unique brews from Raleigh Creek Brewing Company.
It offers deals and discounts to redeem during your visit. So why wait? Craft your adventure at PoconoBeverageTrail.com.
Oh, that's right. Hey folks, Jim Hamill here, and it is time to go shopping. So let's put work on hold, and I want to take you on a tour of some great spots to pick up gifts, not just during the holidays, but any time of year right here in the Pocono Mountains. Come on along. All right, first stop, Lake Art here on Route 507 in Tafton. It's Sarah, my friend here. Sarah, I need some gifts for the holiday season, but I know you have things for people in any season. Spring, summer, winter, and fall. Show me around the store.
Absolutely. Come on.
Sarah, I've got 2 kids and we need to keep them very busy. What kind of gifts do you have for them?
Sure, so first off, we've got these puzzles here. They're all Lake Wallenpaupack themed. We've got this one, which is our awesome lake map. So once you finish it, you could even use it as a piece of artwork. This one has all of the lake attractions. Yep. We've got the Poconos like poster here, and then we've also got Diller Water Gap.
Some cool Pocono locations, including that lake, which is celebrating 100 years in 2026, and decor galore. All right.
We've got sweatshirts, long sleeve shirts, golf shirts, really awesome sweatshirts.
And this one celebrates 100 years of the lake being born. Can I try one on?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Looks great.
I love it. I'm gonna walk home with this one today.
Awesome.
All right, let's see what else we have around this store, because I think there's something for everyone.
Absolutely, let's go.
Now we're getting to the part of the store that I love, hats. There's so many different kind of styles too. Which ones are your favorites? Because I need a couple for friends and family.
I was gonna say, these lake-shaped ones are definitely my favorite, but we've also got some pretty awesome ones down here too.
All right, Sarah, one last reminder before we wrap up our shopping trip at Lake Art here. Small things. You guys have like keychains that double as bottle openers.
Yep, we got pillows.
And candles too that are Lake Wallenpaupack themed that burn and keep you bright through the season.
We've got coasters also.
Nice. And we appreciate you having us in here. I'm gonna head out, but thanks.
Don't forget to pay.
That's right. Thanks, Sarah. Winter is here and it's time to get shopping, not just for the holidays, but also for ski season. Come on in to Alpine Ski Shop here in Tannersville. Check out the place. It's got everything from warm clothes and warmer clothes, the gloves that get you out on Camelback or other 6 ski resorts in the Poconos, and some really cool Pocono Mountains gear too. So even if you don't get out on the slopes, these are perfect gifts here. I love going downhill sledding, especially this time of year. There's jewelry for that special somebody. We even have something here at Alpine called Crystal Cove. You know I need another mug. There's lots of these. This one even has a handy dandy spoon. Thanks, appreciate it. All right.
The first thing people notice when they walk into our store is how nice it smells. And that's because we have a lot of locally made soaps and candles and other skincare products. And then as they walk through the store and see the local artwork and the local pottery and the local ironwork, as well as all the fair trade items, one of the last things they say before they leave, whether they've bought something or not, is usually, "This has been the best store."
The owners at Local Fair and Jim Thorpe pride themselves on all things local and fair trade.
So a few of the products that we have almost as soon as you walk in the door, you have this wonderful smell. And I say, yep, there's a bunch of soaps over here. So all of these soaps are locally made by Conjured. Not every town can brag that they have their own local blacksmith, but we can. Shannon Kuhn of Oak Street Forge makes these Krampus bells for us. And these are a hit. We are so lucky here in Jim Thorpe to have really amazing visual artists, painters, drawers. We have several different artists here that we can represent.
Hi Jim, welcome to Dyeberry Mercantile. We got a mix of new and vintage items, a little bit of everything for everybody. 3.5 years here on Main Street in Honesdale, and we're loving it every day. Seeing new people from all over the tri-state area, local people as well.
Dyeberry Mercantile is 2 floors of finds, from cool vintage items to local history and clothing, candles and jewelry.
come on upstairs, I'll show you some more.
Upstairs is like another world. Antiques, rare books, vinyls, vintage clothes too. All of these local spots to shop support locals like your neighbors.
Supporting the local economy, local families, everything in the town. You're supporting more businesses to come to these areas for you, the customer, and for your community. And most of the prices are very competitive to the big box stores or even the mall or online shopping, and you get to be greeted in person.
Happy shopping. This has been Jim Hamill with the Pocono Television Network.
The duo behind one of your favorite restaurants in the Poconos and a well-known hospitality group in the region have teamed up for a brand new venture just beyond these doors. Hop on over to the Frogtown Tavern in Stroudsburg, the newest spot making a splash on the Poconos hospitality scene.
Like you're in like a cozy tavern living room. You got the dark wood floors and the beams. The bar creates this nice, like warm, intimate feeling where you can settle in and have a drink, maybe watch football on Sundays, along with a great food program.
And you got a great menu here.
Oh, you want to see some of it?
Yeah.
Awesome. So we have our team waiting in the wings here. By the way, nothing happens without team. So I'd love to introduce Stroudsburg and the brand to our manager here, who's going to run this fine show, Joseph. Give a wave to the camera, Joseph. What a gentleman. And the man who makes it happen. This is Chef Mo.
Hi, Chef
Appreciate
Mo.
you guys.
It's a simple menu with big, bold flavors like the Tavern Double Cheeseburger with hand-cut fries, hand-tossed pizzas, volcano fries, and blue pig deviled eggs with bacon, blue cheese, and hot sauce.
Oh.
Amazing. The Frogtown Tavern is a short drive from downtown Stroudsburg and Delaware Water Gap, close to Pocono places like Stroudsmore Country Inn and Eagles Rest Cellars in the scenic Cherry Valley. Formerly known as Cherry Creek Hideaway, this building has always served as a restaurant, changing hands and menus over time until becoming what you see today.
There is no stone unturned. You are walking into our house. We welcome you as family. We've elevated even past a guest. So welcome home.
Eric Noon and Lyman Winter took their first leap of faith in 2012 when their families opened the Frogtown Chophouse in Swiftwater, which quickly became a popular American steakhouse. Expansion was always part of the plan and is happening in more ways than one. The Frogtown Chophouse and the Frogtown Tavern recently joined forces with Justin Genslinger and Settlers Hospitality, a collection of 20-plus boutique hotels and restaurants in the Poconos and beyond.
We go back years even before these projects that we're working on now, and mostly as industry peers at conferences, on boards together, became friendship, and that friendship is more important than any of the business stuff. The business end of it was the confluence of two things. One was we were looking to expand into the central Poconos, the heart of the Poconos, if you will, and also as we've grown, we were looking for the right leadership and passion on our food and beverage program. So Eric and Lyman brought both in one. And I'd like to think that Settlers Hospitality brings a platform and a portfolio that can match the vibe, the style, the passion for hospitality that they've run here for over a decade, and like we've been doing across multiple generations for 40 years in the northern part of the Pocono Mountains.
The Settlers Hospitality brand includes iconic properties like Silver Birches Resort, Ledges Hotel, the Settlers Inn, Runaway Train Brewery, Cocoon Coffee House and Bakery, the Dock on Wallenpaupack, Glass Wine Bar Kitchen, Vault 240, a private social club, the Holly Silk Mill, and Gorgeous Floral. Eric and Lyman have taken on leadership roles within the company, overseeing all 12 Settlers restaurants.
Passion and leadership is what we get most from the new partnership together. Their leadership and scale for the team is just tremendous for us.
And provides the best experience to customers from near and far.
Boy, we had a vision 13 years ago, a small little steakhouse in our corner of the world.
And it's now finally come to life, and it is as froggy as it gets.
The Frogtown Tavern is open Wednesday through Sunday with feature nights throughout the week. Stay up to date at thefrogtowntavern.com and on their social media. Looks great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
I'm Brianna Strunk with the Pocono Television Network.
From the green flag to the final lap, coming up on Pocono Mountains Magazine.
From beautiful forested areas to gorgeous meadows here and even some beaver dams. There are some great public spots where you can get outside in all 4 seasons. That's coming up on Pocono Mountains Magazine.
We found our perfect tree. Find out where to get yours.
It's our holiday Bri Dee adventure coming up on Pocono Mountains Magazine.
This edition of Pocono Mountains Magazine is presented by St. Luke's Monroe Campus and East Stroudsburg University.
Do you guys know where Chris is? He said he had a great new idea for the Pocono Mountains.
Yeah, but he's not here.
What's his big idea now?
Hey guys, did you plan your travel getaway? Why not try the Pocono Mountains Travel Guide? It has everything you need. Place, stay.
Well, I think I found him.
It's a complete guide to everything in the Poconos. We're just not one resort. We're a 2,400 square mile destination.
For your free guide, go to PoconoMountains.com. You ready to lose?
I don't know if you can hang.
We'll see.
I'll give you a head start.
All right. Buckle up and get ready for nonstop fun. We're taking you inside S&S Speedways, the ultimate indoor go-kart experience, where speed and excitement are around every turn, no matter what time of year. New owner Brian Ace developed a passion for racing at a young age.
I started when I was 13 years old. I started racing ATV motocross, and then I decided to go from motocross to flat track racing type, different racing, but still on the four-wheeler side of it. I raced from 13 to 35, so a long time. I love the sport. I love the camaraderie, the community, all of that. So when I saw the opportunity to take on a place like this, I mean, it's S&S Speedway, come on, who doesn't have fun here, right? So I was grateful to have that opportunity.
Going from motocross to indoor karting was a different world for him, but his love for racing is still there.
When you race motocross or flat track, whatever kind of racing, there's always a lot of prep, right? The prep is all week with just 1 or 2 bikes. This prep is 16. Could be up to 3 per day, depending on how rough the crowds are that day, So it's a constant. It feels like I'm getting ready for a race every single day. My passion's still there for racing. I mean, racing is racing to me, whether it's go-karts, dirt bikes, four-wheelers, NASCAR, it's racing. So it's competitive. And again, I've met so many good people along the way through racing, and it's turned into this. It's turned into indoor go-karts, and I love it.
Some of the numbers on the karts aren't random. They hold special significance from Brian's racing career.
So on these cars, these are all sponsored cars. Everybody that's on a car is a sponsor. Most are local. And some of the numbers are chosen by the sponsor, but there are actually some numbers that are not chosen by the sponsor. And those numbers include the 3, the 454, the 338, and the 21, and the 424. And they're all the guys that I used to race with. So I put their numbers on these cars just because that was something really cool that I traveled with those guys. I can kind of look out and see their numbers still, and there are days that I miss. So that's kind of the story behind some of the 3-digit numbers.
S&S Speedways is different than other indoor go-kart facilities, and it delivers an experience you won't find anywhere else.
What I love about it is seeing the reactions when they walk in. Because again, no one knows what to expect when they walk through these doors, and they see it and their faces light up, which is awesome. And I could be in the back working on cars and have the garage door open, and when they get done with their race and the employees come and help them out of the cars, like they are fired up, they're all laughing, and that carries out into the parking lot, and that's pretty cool.
And now as a father, he sees that same love for racing in his son that he carries from childhood. It makes sharing that passion, whether with his own child or with the customers who race here every day, feel even more special.
He's here every day with me, and he's constantly wanting to get in the cars. He drives me nuts all the time, and for 8 years old, he can wheel one of these actually really good, so it's pretty cool. Sharing my passion with the people that walk in, even the employees that work here. Racing has always been such a passion of mine, and you know, to be able to share that, you know, with my son and see his passion develop for racing and having a place like this is really second to none.
This place is perfect for birthday parties, corporate events, bachelorette groups, or just a fun night out. They're now open Tuesday through Sunday. And don't worry, before you hit the track, they'll go over all the safety tips. So grab your friends and get ready to race. If you're visiting the area or just looking for something different to do, you definitely have to put S&S Speedways on your list. Come check it out. You might just be surprised how much you love it. I'm Deanna Fontanez with the Pocono Television Network.
Hi folks, it's Jim Hamill, and for the better part of 2025, we've been showcasing state parks in the Poconos, state forests. These are publicly accessible places that you can get outside and you can enjoy. And here in northern Wayne County, north of Honesdale, my friends Sue and Craig are joining me here. Lackawanna Sanctuary, which we've featured before, administers this entire beautiful Browning Beaver Meadow Sanctuary, which we want to check out. This is where people can start, right, Craig?
Exactly. Beautiful spot off of Holly Road. We love people to park here, grab a trail map, you know, go to the trails, learn a little bit more. There's a lot of signage now on properties. People can learn the history of the property, a lot about the ecosystem here.
I do want to take you out here though. This looks like a great vantage point to check out.
Yes. The sanctuary gets its name obviously because there's beaver activity, right? Browning was one of the families who owned the property at the time. Audubon took it over, made it a birding sanctuary. Believe it or not, I believe they sometimes count anywhere between 75 up to 75 birds that they can see, species of birds on this property. So this is a viewing platform to look out and see the birds.
So Sue's got her hiking shoes on, you too, me as well. So we're gonna go take a little hike here at Browning Beaver Meadow Sanctuary. So this is where you can access the trail here at Browning Beaver Meadow Sanctuary, the Wood Duck Trail, but the important thing to note to folks, make sure you're staying on the trails and respecting adjacent landowners.
Exactly.
All right, let's head out. Browning Beaver Meadow Sanctuary is nearly 80 acres, located just under a half hour north of Honesdale, open sunrise to sunset, and free to the public for miles of hiking and taking in nature. So as we take our hike here, we're noticing this new bridge with freshly fallen snow, and not only our tracks, but some bear tracks on this bridge, and a big bear at that.
That's a big bear.
Yeah. Whoa. That's impressive. Let's hope we don't run into him. There are, in fact, signs of beavers here. They are responsible for damming up the creeks that eventually flow into the nearby Delaware River. With signage throughout, the views change as you hike, just like they change throughout the seasons. Craig, this time of year as we head into winter really gets me thinking about the outdoors and the benefits that it has for your mental health. So a place like Browning Beaver Meadow Sanctuary lets people get outside, get that fresh, crisp air, but also be outside with nature and benefit their own mental health.
Right, I feel like, you know, the given fact is that being outdoors, being in sunshine, you know, even on a cloudy day helps. You know, you reconnect to nature, does something for your mental health. It kind of like allows you to disconnect from the world, you know. I love to say to people, leave your phone in the car, right? Unless you want to take photos, right? But you'll have a whole different sense of the world when you go out and like reconnect to nature where you're supposed to be, right?
And even that idea of left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot gets that brain functioning and processing things, feelings, and other.
Yeah, I know there's so many studies out there about what nature does for, you know, PTSD, depression, and that kind of stuff. And I think that's something that people forget. That's why we have to encourage people to get out on the trails and to reconnect with the world around them.
This is a great place to do it. So Sue, you've recently joined Lackawanna Sanctuary, and Browning Beaver here has such a unique habitat where we just left the meadow right into
into a forest.
It's beautiful and just a great example of the different ecosystems in one area.
Really a different feel once you get under this canopy in here. These are all hemlocks. This is a much different area than for wildlife, I would imagine. Different types of wildlife live here, but they kind of blend together here at Browning Beaver, and that's what people can come up on class trips or on their own trips, right, and understand that.
Absolutely, yeah. We were just talking about maybe creating some field trips where we can bring schools here and show them all of the different ecosystems that are in one location. Just like you said, a different feeling, almost like a majestic, church-like feeling.
We've had that in a lot of different places in the Poconos we've visited. This also reminds me, especially at this time of year, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and just that fantastical imagination that you can have as a kid or a grown adult kind of coming out into places like this and exploring them for the first time.
I was just thinking that as we went from the wetland area into this area, it's like a different world.
Thanks for exploring Browning Beaver Meadow Sanctuary with us. If you want to learn more, head to PoconoMountains.com. This has been Jim Hamill for the Pocono Television Network.
From the classroom to ski resorts and water parks, why a career in hospitality might be right for you. Coming up on Pocono Mountains Magazine. We got the tree, and we're getting closer to our next Bri Dee adventure.
Still to come on Pocono Mountains Magazine.
At East Stroudsburg University, you will study with cutting-edge technology. You can perform in the classroom, field, or stage. You'll get involved on campus and off. You can have fun preparing for your future.
It's time for a night out. Experience top entertainment in the heart of the Poconos at the historic Sherman Theater in downtown Stroudsburg. Enjoy live music, concerts, and great events. Get your tickets now at ShermanTheater.com.
Did you know tourism is the #1 industry in the Pocono Mountains, supporting more than 38,000 jobs? When visiting your favorite resorts and attractions in the region, many of the friendly faces giving you that great experience are homegrown in classrooms just like this.
How are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing amazing.
19-year-old Brandon Evans is busy taking and making orders at Camelback Resort. This sophomore at East Stroudsburg University is already on the path to success as a food and beverage supervisor for one of the Poconos' top resorts.
We do the back end things as far as crunching the numbers and getting our orders in. Front of house, we do a lot of face-to-face interactions with the guests, because being that it is hospitality at the end of the day, the best thing that we want to do is enhance that guest experience.
See how many times my post has been opened.
All 4 years in high school, Brandon took business and hospitality management classes at Monroe Career Technical Institute in Pocono Township, which gave him the skills to launch his career.
So what I love about my job personally is to be able to increase that guest experience, because you never know what anyone's going through in their lives on a day-to-day basis. So now that they're here on vacation, anything can go wrong, and they expect everything to go right. So once something goes wrong, that's when I get called, and now I'm here to make it right.
MCTI serves Monroe County's 4 school districts through 24 programs, from automotive and cosmetology to healthcare and hospitality, with industry professionals leading the classes. In the culinary arts program, students create the menu, make, and serve meals at MCTI's Laurel Lake Cafe, open to the public Tuesday through Friday.
We focus more on career tracks, specific career tracks, where students, instead of taking an elective at their district for 45 minutes, they're with us 2 to 2.5 hours a day for 3 to 4 years. So they really get that hands-on, true experience that they would get at a college level. And hopefully, by the time they leave here, they can join our co-op program, where we'll actually help them get a job and place them in the workforce, where they're getting that real-world experience and being paid at the same time.
And MCTI isn't just for high school students. Director Dennis Verga says there's also night programs for adults of any age looking to kickstart a new career. The Poconos hospitality industry offers plenty of fun and rewarding positions with sustainable wages and opportunities to advance over time.
And I think it's worth saying, it's not just for our students in the hospitality program. All of our programs here, our construction clusters, our automotive clusters, There's employment opportunities because of the hospitality industry, whether it's working directly for them or working for companies that support them.
Before us is not just a building, but a doorway to opportunity.
MCTI is gearing up to offer even more programs, including sports medicine and a first responders program, thanks to this new 17,000 square foot expansion, which also includes a multi-purpose room and enhances school security. At this recent opening ceremony for the space, culinary students served the hundreds of guests, while hospitality students will help plan future events here.
People used to call us the best kept secret in Monroe County. We don't like that. We want people here. We want people to know what we do. And this new venue will provide an opportunity for our kids to show off their work.
18-year-old Autumn Smiley went through MCTI's hospitality program in high school, following in her dad and brother's footsteps. She now works at Great Wolf Lodge, helping guests in retail and attractions, including the popular resort-wide Magi Quest game.
I love making magic and helping people create memories, and hospitality helps me do just that.
A few years ago, Autumn didn't know what career path to take until filling out a career survey, which eventually brought her here.
It really gave me the opportunity to find who I was. I was very quiet, not outgoing. I didn't really talk to anybody, and MCTI kind of put me in the place and gave me the opportunities to figure out that I do enjoy talking to people, and I do enjoy getting to know people and know their stories.
The freshman at Northampton Community College's Monroe campus was recently accepted into Disney's coveted college program, a dream opportunity for this longtime Disney lover, where she'll live, learn, and work at a Disney property for 7 months.
In my mind, I kind of picture Great Wolf as a mini Disney because I can take all of that I've learned at Great Wolf and take it with me to Florida.
So whether you're still in the kitchen creating your career or looking to slide into a new one, let the Poconos' #1 industry help you reach the peak. I'm Brianna Strunk with the Pocono Television Network. Lights, ornaments, action. The Tree Farm Adventure with Bri Dee is about to begin, coming up on Pocono Mountains Magazine.
All aboard! Roll along the scenic railways in the Pocono Mountains as you learn about local history. The Stourbridge Line in Honesdale and the Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway in Jim Thorpe. Both offer seasonal rides the whole family will enjoy. Hop on the bike train or delight in a delicious meal on the dinner train. Visit PoconoMountains.com/trains to book your next tour.
Hey everyone, it's Bri.
And Dee.
The holiday season is here and there's nothing like cutting down your very own fresh Christmas tree grown right here in the Poconos.
We've had a lot of great Bri and Dee adventures, and this is a new tradition for us that we wanted to bring you along for. So let's go pick out the perfect tree, follow along to see where we put it,
and how we dress her up. We're at Walker's Tree Farm in Lehighton, not too far from downtown Jim Thorpe with Diana. Diana, this farm has been in your family for a really long time, multi-generational.
Yes, my great-grandfather in 1920 started a Christmas tree farm and then sent to my father, and now we help out my dad. I have an older brother and a younger sister, so there's 3 of us.
So not only family run and family owned, but you have hundreds of families that come through every season. What can they expect when they come to Walker's Tree Farm?
So as you roam 100 acres, you're going to find many types of trees. Fraser fir, Douglas fir, concolor fir. People like that one because it has a citrusy smell to it. We have the blue spruce, the white spruce. So there's lots of varieties that you can choose your tree. We will shake it for you, wrap it for you. And we have from 1 foot all the way up to 20 feet. We give you a saw, a measuring stick, and a wagon. You just roam that 100 acres. But if you do need help, we have gentlemen that will come around and help you cut the tree down if you need it.
Are we going to need help today?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think we got this. Should we go find out?
Yeah.
Too small. Too big. Too wide.
Yeah, this could work.
This is nice.
I think I like this one.
Yeah. All right, you good?
No. Like halfway through.
There's no chance.
Get on your knees. We're gonna be here for like 3 hours.
What, the sheriff's on now?
Oh, she got it! Did it! Woo. But now it's looking like Deanna's doing all the work. That was an adventure.
So now that we found our perfect tree, Diana, tell us what else you guys offer. I see you make handmade wreaths here and you have a gift shop.
Yes, all our wreaths are handmade. I make them. My sister decorates them. It's kind of a family effort. We have from 16 inches all the way up to 5 feet. We take special orders. We customize whatever you would like.
And the gift shop. There's a lot in there. We love the train.
Yes, and the kids love looking up and seeing that train go around the gift shop. And of course, your favorite ornament to put on your Christmas tree for this year.
So we talked about the wreaths. What else do you guys offer here?
Some of our popular items at this time of the year are kissing balls. For our grave sites, we have the grave blankets. For the cemetery sites, we have logs. You can use the centerpieces for them as well.
And besides the Christmas trees, Walker's Tree Farm offers a lot in other seasons as well.
Yes, during the fall, we have tractor-drawn wagon rides that take you out to the beautiful fall foliage through our farms. We do those by reservations. Usually it's 10 people or more. And then also the weekend after Thanksgiving, we'll have horse-drawn wagon rides that can take you through the fields to find your perfect Christmas tree.
And the scenery here is stunning. You offer a wedding venue as well.
Yes, we actually just had one this past summer. You pick whatever location you want as the backdrop for your ceremony, and there you have it.
We've made it back to our home of the Pocono Television Network.
And now we're gonna decorate the tree and feature some of our favorite Pocono places.
Last but not least, we have one final ornament to add to the tree.
Thank you, Walker's Tree Farm. We had such a fun experience today. Happy holidays. We're Bri and Dee with the Pocono Television Network.
It's highly regarded as the best destination spot anywhere. We'll meet the chef who's preparing farm-to-table delicious fine dining at Tree when Pocono Mountains Magazine serves up Chefs of the Poconos, Lodge at Woodloch.
Learn what makes you unique with no-cost genetic screening through DNA Answers, a community health research program available through St. Luke's. Learn how your DNA impacts your health and if you are at risk for certain cancers and hereditary high cholesterol, a cause of heart disease. Gaining a better understanding of your genetic health risks can help you and your doctor personalize your care for a healthier future. Health insurance is not required to participate. Learn more at DNAanswers.org.
We cater to like the metro area, so New York City, Boston, Philadelphia, like those areas. So the first thing that people see when they come here is nature. I mean, we're just surrounded by trees. There's deer walking out there behind us right now. There's not cars buzzing up and down the highway. So it's a really calm, relaxing, serene environment. And we incorporate our food with that as well into the season. So whenever we plan the menus, what I usually do is I write down a list of the available produce for that season. And we look at that list and I say, okay, what can we do with this item? food was always a very important part of our family. You know, my grandmother was great. She always canned and made her own jams and jellies. My mom, she had to be a good cook with 7 kids to feed. So, you know, it was very supportive, and she was always showing me and let me, you know, get in the kitchen and make cookies with her. And my mom still makes cookies today. I play ice hockey, and she comes to my games a lot, and she'll bring cookies, like for myself and for the team. In high school, I was a nerd. So I went to every AP class and like Science Olympiad and all that stuff. And I got a part-time job working at an Italian restaurant down in Exeter, Pennsylvania. And I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. I was on my feet, moving around, busy, hustle, bustle, and just kind of bit me from there. I grew up in the Poconos and like down in Wyoming Valley area. But we did have a summer cabin in the Poconos, and we spent our summers there. And I just love it. I love the outdoors. I hunt, I fish, I mountain bike. I went to culinary school in Pittsburgh, and I enjoyed my time there, but it just showed me that the city was not for me. So I started my externship out of culinary school at Skytop Lodge, which is right here in the Poconos. I was there for a few years. I worked my way up to PM supervisor, and I just felt at the time that I didn't have much more growth immediately, and I was young and hungry, so I wanted to, you know, really get into a more of a chef role. So I left there and I opened up a restaurant with a gentleman in New Jersey. It was called Elias. It was a good experience, but I was too young. Bit off a little bit more than I could chew. I stayed there for about a year. I just worked way too much, which this business will do to you. So I kind of took a step back from that, and then I got a job in Harrisburg at the Crown Plaza, you know, and then after that I went back to Skytop as an executive sous chef, and I stayed there for, I think, 6 years. I was there as the executive sous. And then, you know, moving into Tree, there wasn't as many places as there is right now in the Poconos to go work at. The Lodge at Woodloch, and Woodloch in general as a whole, was just a place that had a really good reputation. When I started at Tree, you know, our direction here is really to put out a high-end, but yet familiar meal for people. You know, we want to incorporate a lot of local products. We do have a farm on property, so we do have hyper-local, which is kind of cool. I mean, where do you get to really work that? You have something that you grow right on your own property. So we do focus a lot on vegetable cookery and just alternative methods to making, you know, something that might have been classically not as healthy as it could be, with adding cream and butter and different kinds of things to ingredients. You know, back in the day, it was always use a roux to thicken things. I just use vegetables to thicken everything now. Even mac and cheese sauce, like I don't use milk as my base, I use cauliflower and potatoes. So our Blackmore Farm signature salad is a great way to showcase multiple things that we get from our farm. The salad dressing is a vegan, really healthy salad dressing. So, you know, your typical salad dressing uses oil as the base, and then you put some kind of other acid in there to give it flavor. I'm making a cashew orange vinaigrette, which instead of using oil, we're using cashews as the fat component of the salad dressing. And that's the only fat that's in it. There's no added oil, so it's just orange juice, cashews, a little bit of salt and pepper, and a little champagne vinegar. And our farmers down there, they call themselves pharmacists because the way they treat the soil with like it's a part of the ingredient, which it really is. You know, taking care of the soil down there adds so much nutritional value to the food that we get to the farm. And, you know, they produce about, I would say, 95% of the greens that we use for the year. So any of our mixed salad greens that we use, almost all of it comes from our farm. Now we are a big property and the farm is only a limited amount of space, so we can't get 100% of our produce from down there, but they do produce a lot. We also got kohlrabi, many different kinds of radishes, carrots, herbs, you know, over the summer, zucchinis, cucumbers, melons, winter squashes, all kinds of stuff. It's great. There's a lot of misconceptions about farm-raised fish, and we use an open ocean pen farm-raised Scottish salmon. It's so good. I'm not even a fish eater, and I like this salmon. You get the benefits of it being in the ocean and not the negative side of like if it was a landlocked, because you get the micronutrients from the ocean that the fish can still be a part of, but yet being pen raised, we can control what the fish eat. So the teriyaki glazed salmon, I make my own teriyaki sauce. You know, it's very simple, just soy sauce, a sugar, a little bit of cornstarch to thicken up, some garlic, ginger, and shallots. Just let that simmer for a while, tighten it up, strain out the garlic, ginger, shallots. I baste the salmon, grill it on the grill so you get a little bit of char on there because that char, it gives it some good flavor. We just do lotus root chips as kind of a garnish on there, give a good little crunch to it, and then top it with yuzu furikake. And then we're serving it with some bamboo rice. And then we just serve it with, again, some really nice fresh vegetables, baby thumbelina carrots, Romanesco, you know, baby bok choy, just a lot of different other vegetables that we add to the plate. So, you know, we try and source the best products we can. So our sea bass is MSC certified, which is a Marine Stewardship Council. You know, and then with the pepper lacquer, one of my chefs from Skytop that I worked with, we had that on our menu back in the day, and everybody just loved it. The caramelized sugar, you know, kind of gives a little bitterness to the sweet butteriness of the fish. When I'm working with that sea bass and the pepper lacquer, the most important part is when we're searing the fish. You just dab the fish in a mixture of cracked black pepper and white sugar, and just let it sit for a moment or two to get a little layer of that sugar attached to the moisture on the fish. And then we pan sear it. And the trick is to really watch the fish. And as it's cooking, the caramelized sugar is going to start to come out from underneath the fish, and you want to move the fish back on top of that caramelizing sugar and keep doing that and swirling it, and it gets a really nice shine on the fish. And then with all of our dishes, we try and incorporate, because we are a spa, as much vegetable content as we can in there. So, you know, the sea bass is the star of the plate, but then we also serve it with a carrot puree, which is 100% vegan, and, you know, just a lot of other fresh vegetables. And then to balance out the butteriness of the fish, we top it with a little bit of finger lime pearls. So our food rep at Buckhead, Hunter, he introduced me to this Tajima Wagyu he said he was bringing in. And I've used Wagyu beef before. I've even used A5 Wagyu. And this Tajima Wagyu is so good. It has a 7 to 8 fat score. Just simple, again, salt, pepper, a little bit of olive oil in the pan. Pan sear it golden brown. We always pan sear the Wagyu. I don't like to cook it on a grill because I feel because of the fat content, it tends to flare up and gets a little like carbon buildup on the outside of it, which can really alter the taste of the meat. You don't want to mask that nice beef flavor and the butteriness of the fat in there. And then just, you know, depending on what the temperature is, we may have to finish in the oven. If you know, if somebody's asking for a rare, we'll just finish it right in the pan. So the miso glazed Hasselback turnip is, again, one of those things where, you know, our farmers grew turnips, and we're like, we have hundreds of pounds of them. So we took the turnip, cut it into the Hasselback, which is just slices down like about 3/4 way through. We just boil it till it's almost all the way done. Finish in the oven with a miso glaze, just made in-house. We use white miso paste, a little tiny bit of soy sauce. I like in there because it gives a little bit of saltiness, mirin, sake, and sugar. Just let that cook down till it's thick. And then we brush that on top of the Hasselback turnip and then pop that in the oven and roast it till it's nice and caramelized and golden brown on the outside. And then after we take it out is really where the magic happens, because we just stick whatever I have back there. I mean, baby corn, roasted thumbelina carrots, lotus root, cipollini onions, top it with furikake, toasted cashews, and just put all over top of it. I mean, it looks really cool. Whenever I have a guest here, you know, I want them to look forward to coming back again. I want them to say, man, that was a really good meal, but I don't feel like I ate a ton of cheese or a ton of butter or a ton of I don't feel heavy, I feel light, I feel good, I feel healthy. I want them to leave feeling like they didn't just eat here, they gained something. They gained some health, they gained some nutrition, they gained a knowledge of another way to maybe cook a soup or a salad or a sauce or a side and make it a little bit healthier and take that home with them as well. My father and family, we were just very raised to like be the best and just do the best that you can do. You know, if I got 100 on a test, he'd be like, wasn't there extra credit? You know, it's like, so there was always that push to just do a little bit better. And I feel like I approach everything I do, whether it's breaking down a chicken or cutting vegetables, I always push myself to say, did I do that the best I can? Can I do it better? You know, did I brunoise those carrots, you know, uniform enough? You know, did I break down that chicken in 34 seconds instead of 35 seconds? You know, I kind of just always am, you know, self-motivating and push myself to just do a little bit better.
Another amazing Chefs of the Poconos right here on Pocono Mountains Magazine. Our thanks to the folks at Tree at the Lodge at Woodloch, a great place to eat in any season, but especially winter. And you can really work up an appetite here at Camelback.
That's right. Don't forget to visit all 6 of our ski resorts in the Poconos, including Camelback, for skiing, snowboarding, and snow tubing.
Yes, and thank you for joining us. We've loved sharing all our adventures with you this year and can't wait to bring you more in the new year. Happy holidays from our PTN family to yours, and we'll see you in 2026.
Happy holidays from all of us at PTN, the Pocono Television Network.